children. Hope all of us are doing good. The topic that we will study today is adaptations in plants. Now the things we will learn are terrestrial plants and aquatic plants. Now plants are all around us. They grow in all kinds of climatic conditions, whether it is cold or hot. The natural home of a plant or animal is called its habitat. तो जिस जगह पे कोई भी plant या animal naturally होता है और grow करता है उसको उसका habitat कहा जाता है. Plants growing in different habitats have to adjust or modify themselves to suit to their natural surroundings like soil and weather conditions. The process by which plants adjust themselves to suit their habitats is called adaptation. तो जिस प्रोसेस से कोई भी प्लांट या एनिमल अपने आप को ढालता है अपने एनवायरनमेंट के हिसाब से कि वहाँ पे सर्वाइव कर सके, उस प्रोसेस को उसका अडेप्टेशन कहा जाता है. Based on their habitats, plants can be broadly grouped as terrestrial plants and aquatic plants. So let us look at the terrestrial plants. The plants that grow on land are known as terrestrial plants. Land has different habitats like plains, mountains, deserts, marshes and coastal regions. तो हर तरह का land है और land पे जो भी plant grow करता है उसको terrestrial plant कहा जाता है. Now let us look at plants in plains. Now plains are large flat areas of land. The weather in this region is neither very hot nor very cold. It usually rains in this region. Overall it has a moderate climate. तो plains का climate जो है moderate होता है, गर्मी भी होती है, सर्दी भी होती है और कुछ कुछ बारिश भी होती है. So examples are some common trees found in this region are peepal, neem, mango, shisham, gulmohar, sal, etc. Now let us look at their adaptation. These trees shed their leaves during winters to protect themselves from cold climatic conditions. Their fresh and new leaves appear in the spring season. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि सर्दियों में ये अपने पत्तों को गिरा देते हैं ताकि ये अपने आप को ठंड के हिसाब से ढाल सकें और स्प्रिंग सीजन में पत्तियाँ दोबारा आ जाती हैं. Now let us look at plants in mountains. Now mountains are higher than plains. The weather in this region is cold most of the time. Many hilly areas experience snowfall also. तो यहाँ पे क्या है, ऊंचाई पर है, ठंड ज़्यादा है और बड़ी जगह पे बर्फबारी भी होती है. Think coniferous trees are also called evergreen trees. Can you tell why? Now examples are most of the trees that grow in this region are fir, pine, cedar, spruce, etc. And what are their adaptation? These trees grow tall and straight. Most of the trees do not have flowers. They bear cones and have seeds inside them. These have conical shape and sloping branches which help them to slide off the snow easily. Their leaves are long, needle-like, and the plants have leaves all through the year. These trees are called coniferous trees. तो इन trees में क्या है कि लंबे होते हैं, सीधे होते हैं. इनमें जो हैं जो ब्रांचेस हैं उनमें जो लीव्स हैं वो थोड़ा नीडल की तरह यानी कि सुई की तरह होते हैं. ब्रांचेस भी स्लोप में होती हैं ताकि बर्फ़ इजीली इनसे गिर सके और इनको एवरग्रीन ट्रीज़ भी कहा जाता है. कॉनिफरस ट्रीज़ हैं, ये सारा साल जो हैं इनमें पत्तियां रहती हैं. नाउ लेट अस लुक एट द प्लांट्स इन कोस्टल रीजन. Now, the coastal region lie near sea coasts. They receive heavy rainfall. The weather in this region is hot and humid. So, examples are the trees that grow in this region are coconut, pepper and rubber. यहाँ पे क्या है, बहुत ज़्यादा heavy rainfall होती है और hot और humid climate रहता है throughout the year. What are the adaptations here? Now these trees have adapted themselves to survive in the salty sea water. They disperse their seeds through water itself. Now let us look at the plants in deserts. Deserts receive very less rainfall. The days are hot in deserts. The weather in this region is very dry and dusty. There is little water in this region. अब रेगिस्तान में क्या है, बारिश बहुत ही कम होती है, बहुत ज़्यादा ड्राई और डस्टी और गर्म होता है यहाँ का environment और पानी इस region में बहुत कम होता है. Now a variety of cactus, acacia, babool and palm trees are found in this region. Now let us look at their adaptation. The stem of cactus is green and helps in photosynthesis. Its leaves modify into spines to prevent loss of water. Their roots also spread out deep and wide to reach the groundwater. अब यहाँ के adaptations क्या हैं कि यहाँ के जो अगर आप देखेंगे जो cactus है इसके stems में ही photosynthesis होती है. Leaves इतनी पतली कांटे वाली होती हैं ताकि water loss ना हो, और जो नीचे ज़मीन में इनकी जड़ें हैं वो बहुत नीचे तक जाती हैं पानी ढूंढने के लिए. Now, it is a fact, the process by which the leaves lose water through their stomata is called transpiration. Now, let us look at the plants in marshy regions. There is so much water in marshy regions that the land never dries up. The soil is also sticky and clayey. यहाँ पे पानी कभी ख़त्म ही नहीं होता. Land हमेशा moist रहता है. Soil sticky होती है, चिपचिपी होती है. Examples are mangroves are commonly found in this region. And what are their adaptation? The roots of these plants grow above the ground and help the plants to breathe. This helps them to take in fresh air and avoid rotting in water. Now let us look at the aquatic plants. The plants that grow in water are called aquatic plants. They are of three types: fixed plants, floating plants and underwater plants. Now it is a fact, the leaves of lotus and water lily have stomata on their upper surface. So first of all, let us look at the fixed plants. The roots of these plants are fixed to the soil in the water, but the leaves and flowers grow above the water surface. मतलब इनकी roots जो हैं वो तो नीचे soil में firmly planted होती हैं, लेकिन इनके जो leaves और flowers हैं वो पानी के ऊपर grow करते हैं surface पे. So some common fixed plants are lotus and water lily. And what are the adaptations? The leaves are broad to help stay afloat and get enough air and sunlight. Hollow, flexible and long stems help them to reach the surface of water from the bottom. Now their leaves have waxy coating on the surface to keep them waterproof. Now let us look at the floating plants. Plants that freely float on water are called floating plants. Examples are duckweed, water hyacinth and water lettuce. And what are their adaptations? They have light and spongy bodies filled with air. This helps them to float on water. Now let us look at the underwater plants. Now these plants grow completely underwater. Some examples of underwater plants are tape grass and hydrilla. And what are their adaptations? Their roots are fixed to the soil underwater. They have thin and narrow leaves with no stomata. They take in air through their body surface. Tape grass has thin ribbon-like leaves, whereas hydrilla has टाइनी लीव्स. तो इनके क्या है कि जो इनकी रूट्स हैं वो सॉइल, पानी के नीचे की जो सॉइल है उसमें फर्मली फिक्स्ड होते हैं. इनकी पत्तियां बड़ी ही पतली और नैरो सी होती हैं, इनमें स्टोमेटा नहीं होता. इनकी पत्तियों का जो बॉडी सरफेस है उसी से ये हवा को एक्सचेंज करते हैं. और जो टेप ग्रास है उसमें बड़ी पतली रिबन के जैसे पत्तियां होती हैं और हाइड्रोला में बड़ी छोटी लीव्स होती हैं, एज यू कैन सी इन दीज पिक्चर्स. नाउ लेट अस टेक अ क्विक रिकैप. The natural home of a plant or an animal is called its habitat. The process by which plants adjust themselves to suit their habitats is called adaptation. The plants that grow on land are known as terrestrial plants. Plants growing on mountains have conical shape and sloping branches which help them to slide off the snow easily. The stem of cactus is green and helps in photosynthesis. So I hope, children, that this chapter is clear to all, and answering questions based on this chapter will now be easy.